over here, the Real and Real Estate. We're on Broad Street, one of the busiest streets. Just makes you want to do a little salsa over here, right, Larry?
Muchacha.
Uno, dos. Thinking about doing a series about the Real and Real Estate. None of this Instagram, hi, I'm on a cell phone. I want people to tell us their wins, their losses, when they filed for bankruptcy, when they had the water shut down on them, they couldn't get the money, they had to wait for this closing delays. Those are the type of things. Listen, we're all about positive energy here. We all want everybody to win, but we don't want people to make the same mistakes that we make. You're gonna see some big wins, you're gonna see some big losses. Just get ready. Grab a notebook, take some notes, and let's win. The Real and Real Estate. Now, but tell us a little bit more why we here. What are we gonna do here today? We got a lot in store for you. We got a group of kids. I want to say kids, young adults that are getting in there. They probably did their first real estate flip, but we're gonna show them a little bit of what to look at. Sometimes you see a property, you see an investment property, you don't think it's the right deal or the right investment, but Larry's gonna show you that anything's possible here, and he's gonna walk us through this, and we're gonna learn from Larry.
All right, right here, this is a former group home. I grabbed this from the Washington Park Community Center. Since the last time we shot here, I tried to sell it. I had it under contract. Unfortunately, it fell through, but while waiting for the contract to happen, I did a market analysis on bedrooms and what I could make potentially if I rent out rooms. I'm looking at 12 bedrooms at about $200 a week, roughly about $9,600 if I just rent rooms.
Dollars, that's what we're talking about here, potential. Finding real estate and making it work. Remember, don't buy real estate and wait, and this is a perfect opportunity.
Most definitely.
So this is a unicorn.
So let's go inside.
They should be coming here at, what did I say, 5:15? Oh, damn, we still got a lot of time.
Time's it now?
4:49. You know they're coming in exactly
5:15.
5:20.
Yeah, so what happened was I showed this to the Amos house thinking I had the potential to sell it to them, but timing wise, they had just purchased something. So it didn't work out. So before they came, I had a crew of guys come in here and just clean it spotless. This right here, the first and second floor is move-in ready. Nothing needs to be done. The heating system's good. Bathrooms are good, kitchen's good. There's a few materials laying around here.
Best part of the house. House rules. Best rule, no lying, no cheating, no stealing. You can get through life with that. That's real.
That's the real of real life, not the real of real estate.
Read those rules. Follow.
What's up, Larry?
You nervous on camera?
What's up?
Huh? You good? Yeah, we're gonna go through it.
You gotta sign a waiver though.
Nah.
Just in case you fall down the stairs or trip over a 2x4 or something.
This is Larry. Larry, me and him work together with partners. He purchased, he's an investor, wholesale. He does everything you guys do, right? And he's gonna guide you guys. He's gonna be your coach. And our team, we're gonna go back to our office. You're gonna be there. That's your office. Whenever you guys need to come in, I got a good vibe. I'm all about the vibes. I said a good vibe from you guys, and I want to help you guys out. So that's what it comes down to. So my network's your network. We're here with Larry. He's gonna show you guys a hidden gem that you guys will be like, fuck, Broad Street? Right near Lavana? You serious? But it's a gold mine.
Yep.
Hi.
Where you from?
What's up, Larry? Jay.
Where you from?
I'm from Warwick. How about you?
I live in this neighborhood. Well,
Yeah.
I grew up in this neighborhood. Where you
Central
from?
Falls.
Oh, all right, yeah.
He's a warrior.
Yes, sir.
Sorry to hear that. Let's come in here where there's some more light. So this right here, this used to be a group home. I brought it from a nonprofit. You look around, you wouldn't think that this has been empty for 9 years.
When you guys are looking at properties, house hacking, and you guys see something that comes up, something like this owned by a group home that's been empty, these are opportunities.
So how far are you guys in your invest as far as investing?
So I closed on my first multi to triplex in East Providence February 1st. So I've had that for a bit. I went in and I renovated it all myself, and I got it all rented out now, and I'm just looking to move on.
Sweat equity, huh?
For sure.
How long you grab it?
So I closed February 1st.
February 1st.
Yeah.
As far as investing goes, you got your sales price. You know that.
Uh-huh.
You got your ARV, you know what that is?
Yep.
You know what that is? You got your after rehab value, you know what I'm saying?
These guys have bigger pockets. They're listening to all of that stuff. But right here, I just kind of wanted to show you guys, like, listen, you could probably be house hacking and see this potentials and think it's just a group home or it's in the middle of Broad Street. But you know how much money this thing will get if he wanted to sell it? He already had an offer.
Yeah, I had it under contract for $390. It fell through. I have a few different agencies that want to grab it off me, but I mean, look at it like this. You got 12 bedrooms, $200 a week. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at like $9,400 a month. You know what I'm saying? You take away the mortgage. Right now it's what private lending. I'm paying like $3,300, which is high. If I get it into a bank, even if I get it in at 6.5%, 7%, I probably drop down to like $2,100, $2,300. You got taxes, you got insurance. I mean the way it's set up right now. Even if I pay gas and I pay electric, even if I set $1,000 for each because there's 12 people in here, I'm gonna clear like $3,500 for $1,000, which you don't usually get that on an investment property. You know what I'm saying? The thing with me, I'm like a research hound, man. You give me a property, I'll tell you who owns it, how long they own it, what they owe on it, taxes, back taxes. Huh? Me, I'm the tool. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing it for so long, like I can do my own title searches. You know what I'm saying? I can go, I see what I can pull online. I'll DM you on Instagram, like just to make a conversation. There's just so many different ways that you can go about getting information. There's no traditional way. Like I leave nothing in the hands of anyone else, you know what I'm saying? Because that's money you're losing out on. And that's just how you gotta look at it.
So let's walk through this.
This makes bedroom number 7.
Damn, these bedrooms don't lie.
Huh?
Bedrooms don't lie.
And to rent a room, typically when you rent a room, they're tiny. These rooms are like 12 by 12. So you can put your bedroom, a TV, and a little love seat in here.
The other rooms are this size.
Right. And that's why I want $200 a week. Typically, you get like $150, $175. You know what I'm saying? And so when I'm done, there's 2 full kitchens, 3 full baths. You know what I'm saying? And then what I do is I assign people a bathroom and I assign people a kitchen so everyone's not sitting over top of each other. So initially when I brought this, I was gonna make this I can make this a 3-family. I was gonna make this a 3-family. So you figure there's about 1,100 square feet per floor. So you got a bedroom here, that's bedroom 8, this is bedroom 9, this is bedroom 10, this is gonna be a full bathroom, there's bedroom 11 and there's bedroom 12. Every room up here, there's a closet. All the rough electrical's already done, ready for inspection. I pulled permits for electrical. I pulled permits for the roof that I did. I pulled permits for the demo. So because I pulled permits for the demo, if you pull a permit for the demo, if you demo a floor, the inspector's gonna come in, you demoed it. Because you demoed it, now you have to insulate it. You have to insulate it with R13. Has to be 1 inch behind each wall plate. They come in and inspect that. After they inspect that, you put the sheetrock up. After you put the sheetrock up, they come back, they inspect the screws. They make sure you got a screw with the proper amount of space so you don't get cheap on the screws. After they inspect the screws, then you can finish it. So right now, I gotta get an inspection for the rough electrical. After that's done, I gotta get an inspection for the insulation. Then after that's done, I gotta get an inspection for the screws. And then after that's done, my electrician will come in, put all the plates and everything back on, and then I'll get the finished electrical, and then they'll sign off on it, and then this will be good to go.
You have to pay per inspection?
Yeah. That's how they make their money. I mean, some people, so you gotta look at it 1 or 2 ways. If it's something that you're renovating that you plan on holding, I mean, I wouldn't suggest you don't get an inspection, especially because we're on camera. But, but I mean, if you're trying to get the most value out of what you're selling, the appraiser's gonna look for inspections to see what you got done. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, from the basement to the attic, full sprinkler system, all the way through, hardwired carbon monoxide detectors, smoke detectors, you know what I'm saying? So I'm using a crew to sheetrock this whole 3rd floor. So they're telling me 2 days to hang, 3 days to plaster. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping to be done first week of December, middle of December the latest. Your number is your number. The reason why I'm good at wholesaling, I don't care how much money you make. Like a lot of people, when they try to like wholesale things to you, they're worrying about the ARV. I can give two about the ARV. I get it for this price, I sell it for that price, I make what I make, and I'm gone. Whatever you do after that, I'm fine with it. You know? Huh? No, I'm fine with it. Like I've wholesaled. So there was a property that I had on over here off South Side. I brought it in a short sale. I got it for 60 grand. I had no money. I went to the guy. I said, "Look, I'll sell you this house for $100,000. You give me the money to buy it, close on it, fix the violations. Whatever's left over out of that $100,000, I'll walk away." And he asked me 5 times, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah." After the violations, after everything was done, I probably made about 30 grand. Like I'm souped, I made 30 grand. Wow. He sold the shit for 260. Wow. Realizing how many times he asked me, "Am I sure? Am I sure?" He knew what the numbers were. Mm-hmm. He gave me the opportunity to go up, but I was young in the game and I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So in every deal that you do, you're gonna learn something. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, as long as you're making money. In the beginning, you're not gonna make as much money, you know what I'm saying? But every deal, you're gonna learn. Yeah, you're gonna learn. Yeah, you're gonna learn.
You're gonna learn from your wins. All right, so let's hit the office. Let's go by over there.
You don't put laundry down here?
I don't know. Yo, I didn't even, listen, I had my money counted. I was making $150. That was what I was, when I had it under contract, I was making $150. That money was spent, chopped, ready to go, and then there was like, I was just like, yo, then I just, you know what I'm saying? I had to forget about it and move on. And I already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get to the point where this shit is done, and all the people that I showed this to before, they're gonna come back, and then they're gonna try to buy it off me again. But I mean, it is what it is. This house has so many different options, you know what I'm saying?
Of course. Oh, you guys in the money pit now, huh? Yeah. You guys drink? Yeah. Drink, man. You're good. Good, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Not for me. Huh? Not for me, man. Tequila only.
Oh.
Come on, it's smooth for you.
No, we're not gonna get drunk off it.
Yeah, especially with
toast. I'll get you guys a couple glasses. I know, right? NBA.
I thought it was a red.
Huh? I thought so too.
There was some red Henny.
And I'm about to have some Henny and some conversation. It's the money pit, baby. It's about to get real.
Like a little path, you see the trash.
Nope. Oh, my fault.
Alright, this man's peer pressuring me out here.
Don't stop.
Larry.
Don't stop.
Oh, wait. What is it?
What is it? Tequila?
Yo, he drinks tequila. Just give it to him.
Fuck him.
No. He brought his own shit.
You only drink tequila?
I only drink tequila, yeah.
Come on, Larry, man. He's a guest. He's a guest.
That's your shit.
I'll wholesale it to you.
Nah, bro, that's your shit.
Sweet.
No, Dan, I was.
Appreciate it.
Toast to new relationships. Toast to the beginning of your real estate success. Wishing you guys nothing but rent rolls and dollar bills, baby.
Bank
Let's
roll.
go.
Rent roll.
I kind of want to get an overview where you guys are at right now, right? I know you said you purchased your first property about 2 years ago. You both haven't purchased yet, right?
No, I have.
Oh, you have purchased too. So what do you got?
I have a triplex in Woonsocket right now.
So you got a 3-family in one socket.
Yes, sir.
When did you purchase that?
June.
Yep. So you just recently purchased that. So you got a 3, you got a 2.
I got a 3.
Yeah.
So I got a 3 that I closed in February.
Yep.
So not a year yet.
And this is not what you guys are bringing on the table together. These are things that you own on your own.
Absolutely.
Right? And now it's like, all right, what can we do together? Right?
Absolutely.
And how can you guys grow and expand? Which is how I started, right? I started with, I consider him my brother. And we purchased properties together. He basically was in the game a little bit sooner than I was. And he got in, and he always told me, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get to the point where you're buying houses like you're buying J's," and that's how it was, right? We got to the point. We went aggressive. We didn't. It was basically we had the biggest balls ever, right? We're young,
What can we lose? What is there to lose at the end of the day, right? If anything is, you can start over. If you're gonna cry and whine about something that you dreamed of and you envisioned about and it didn't happen, you can't sit there and just cry about that. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep. I know people that went from foreclosure, bankruptcies to multimillionaires right now. Went from losing everything to gaining wealth. Don't be scared of taking the risk. And right at the end of the day, it's like you're playing Monopoly. It's not your money, right? You do the right things, get the bank financing, leverage the banks as much as possible, leverage us, leverage our knowledge, leverage Larry's knowledge, leverage Steven's knowledge, leverage John's knowledge. Everybody here is gonna show you guys how to win, right? But you guys gotta want it. What is your goal? How old are you?
25.
25.
23.
25.
25. So you guys are just like, we're 10 years apart, but we're still there, right? We're all in the same world.
You give me a second. You see your point shaving? Your point shaving over there?
Whenever you guys go to Dunkin' Donuts, you get a discount off Larry. How are you guys house hacking right now? Give us away how you guys house hacking.
I don't know. I think I need you to maybe.
What do you guys do right now? How do you guys find properties?
I was finding mine on MLS. That's how I got mine.
Yep.
Deal fell through. I called them that day. Well,
No realtors, you're going direct?
No. I had a realtor. I had a realtor for mine.
Yep.
So I said, this one came back on the market today. Let them know what's good. I want to get a open house. I went to the open house. I put an offer in while I was there. I was like, okay, yep, it's good. And I got it accepted walking down the driveway.
Nice.
So that shit was
What are you
dope.
the first step? What are you getting for rents?
So I'm house hacking. So I'm living in my first floor because I need to have an office because I was working from home. And the second bedroom is kind of small, so I'm living in it. That's the only reason why I'm on the first floor. Second floor is the biggest unit, so I'm getting $1,500 for that. They got a cat, so $1,550. And then I actually put my sister on the third floor. She has a baby, so I'm out there, paying it forward. So I'm only charging her $850.
What's your mortgage?
My mortgage is 23 something. So I'm not paying nothing.
Alright,
Yeah.
so it's free building equity.
Yep.
Which is good.
Yeah.
So what do you do for work other than?
I actually just left my job. So I was a software engineer,
Yep.
and right now I'm on a medical leave.
Yep.
And I'm just trying to figure out what my next avenue. So I have an e-commerce business. I do Amazon FBA. So 90% of the products that you see that are Prime on Amazon are sold by either someone in a warehouse or someone in their basement. They just send their shit to Amazon's warehouse, and then Amazon distributes that out. So I buy products at a discount, and then I ship them out to Amazon's warehouses, and they distribute it to you. Like from this point forward, now that I've left my career to be my main source of income, I don't really know exactly my next route, but this is why I've taken the time to step away from my career. And
Well, you're still good.
technically, I'm still there. So that's what I'm on.
Technically, you can't leave.
So you're a software engineer.
You know that, right? You leave, your clock's 2 years ahead. When you go back, is it salary?
Yeah, I'm a salary.
Alright. So you have to go back to purchase the next property.
I was told that if I went somewhere else that was salaried,
You'll be
that
good.
I have to
Yeah.
just wait a month.
Yeah.
It's salary.
Yeah.
So as long as you go to somewhere else and you stay in your profession, you're good.
Within the same.
But what you gotta kind of do is, since you got all this time to do it, you could put the sweat equity into it, right?
Yeah.
So you could find something that makes sense, put the sweat equity, go back to work, refinance that out, and probably do it 2 or 3 times.
It's too soon for you to be trying to walk away from work.
Try to
It's
stay.
not really like just
Try to
working,
stay
you
there
know?
as much as you can until the point that you feel like, all right, you know what? I'm like, for instance, one of my business partners, he basically had a CFA, Certified Financial Analyst. He was working for one of these big banks over here. He ended up just becoming a realtor to sell 2 or 3 houses to go on vacation. He didn't leave that job even after he made $1 million in real estate, because he wanted to make sure he was very secured in what he was doing. So you can't, I say grab it by the balls, but when it comes to real estate, you need that other financing, right? So you guys, all 3 of you guys need to be financeable. Because if one of you guys ain't, it's just slowing down the wheels. Because remember, you guys could purchase anywhere between 1 to 4 units, 10 properties, 10 properties, 10 properties. That's 30 properties.
Wait, can y'all do no income verification or no?
Yeah.
We do, but that's a lot more money down, right?
How much?
Like 25%. Yeah.
So if you technically buy a house cash, and when you do a cash out refi, you leave 20% equity in the house. Does that count?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's
Yeah, because
pretty solid, yeah.
did you guys ever think about using you ever heard of a private lender?
Yeah,
Oh, 100%.
We've
Yeah,
talked to
Hard
them.
money.
Yeah, hard money and stuff like that. That's what we provide.
You provide that
Yeah.
as well? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that. But
Yeah,
we
we'll
need
talk
to talk about if you can refinance into conventional.
Because you said you did a lot of repairs.
Yeah, so like I've only had the property for what is that, 8 or 9 months?
Yep. What did
But-
you do to it?
What
So-
did I do to it?
Yeah.
It's just like, I mean, I just made everything look brand new. I put all new flooring. I painted the cabinets. Everything's just updated. Like I didn't go OD with it,
Flooring,
but it's
cabinets,
nice. Like it is very nice based on the comps that I've run and what I've been looking at other properties and seeing what their rent rolls are. My rent is technically would be higher than everyone else's. Granted, I'm living there, but I could still prove it. Like my property manager's like, yeah, I'll show you. I'll do what I gotta do. I purchased it for $350. I took advantage of that Rhode Island housing
Awesome.
down payment assistance.
$0.
I had to put down $2,500 because
Must
with
be nice.
down payment it was whatever. It was a little more. No, I put down shit basically.
take that.
I put shit. So I probably put in materials. I probably spent like 12 at the max. So right now I'm looking at it like it's worth $430. So
See?
Yeah, but now if you go to refi, you gotta look at all that money that they gave you. You gotta pay them back.
yeah, I only gotta pay them back $10K. But I mean, I was told that the certain types of lenders would potentially finance that $10K to the back of the loan.
Which you gotta see if Ryan willing to do it.
That's pretty
No,
much you're
you
considered
can't.
a cash out refi.
Yeah.
Don't take it as
But a
that.
lot of them don't tell you that. They just tell you you're getting that money and
They make it seem like it's free money, but it's not.
yeah. But it's always the best way to get into your first property.
Exactly.
Especially with little to no money.
I'll do it again 100 times.
But that's when you get into hard money lending.
Yeah.
Buy your other property and then you can refi.
You
The
got it.
equity that's
The
in
key
it.
thing is, if I was to judge you guys, what you guys need to do is you guys gotta raise more capital, right? You guys gotta find something where you guys put that sweat equity, not on the first one, on the first 3. That's how you guys are gonna be partners. Like all 3 of you guys come in, sweat equity. All right, this is what we're gonna do. This is how much I'm gonna give you guys for financing. This is what I'm gonna give you guys for this. This is what the turnaround is. Also, what you guys gotta do right now too is also, you guys gotta drive for dollars, right? Larry's gonna tell you guys a little bit about that.
I already told
You guys gotta get into that point where use social media, use anything that any tool that you guys have to try to find that next deal. It's hard to find deals on the market.
Oh, I know.
I can't tell
I've
you.
been looking for like
I can't
4
tell
or
you
5
how to-
months now for a property.
Yeah, but it's not.
That's who you know.
Hey, it's not.
You gotta work
It's not. It has nothing to do with a realtor. It has nothing to do with driving around. How I just ask you questions about your job is how I get houses. I have a conversation with you.
Wait, so why can't we just hire someone like you instead of wholesaling?
Because somebody like me is not giving that shit to you.
Exactly.
Somebody like me finds a deal. You think if I find a deal from what you just seen at what we just did at my house, do you honestly believe if I find something else I can make $100,000, I'm gonna hand it to you?
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's what you gotta
That's the
understand.
real estate. That's the real estate.
That's the real
There's no,
estate.
if there's any potential for me to make any kind of money on a deal, there's no way I'm gonna give it to you when that's what I do. Last night, right? My daughter asked me for a ride to drop her car off. My daughter just came and picked up my other daughter. So she's like, Dad, can I get a ride to drop off my car? I'm like, yeah. Pick her up. I was like, I gotta run by the house. I go by the house on Brush Street. She comes in, she walks around. She's like, oh, my friend, her mom's having a hard time with her house. She's thinking about getting rid of it. So I'm like, what do they got? She's like, oh, she got a 3-family. So I'm like, all right, what's the situation? Tenants haven't paid since COVID. Da 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 da. I was like, oh, she didn't try to get rental assistance and this and that. They was like, nah, the house needs work. The house needs this, that, boom. My ears perk up when I hear stuff like this. So I'm like, all right, have your friend's mom give me a call so I can see the situation with, with the houses. She was like, all right, and I'm like, no, I'm serious. And I was like, if I get the house, I'll give you $1,000. My daughter's like, huh? I said, if I get the house, I'll give you $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Conversations like that is how I get houses. No disrespect with realtors. I don't really kind of deal with realtors because they're trying to max how much they can get for the house to raise their commission. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the houses that I get is just having conversation. I have a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? And if you say the wrong thing, or to me you say the right thing, like you could be at a cookout. Oh, Auntie Pat died. You know what I'm saying? What you guys doing with the house? Oh, and the thing, and everyone nowadays when somebody dies, the house they think of it that the house is a brick of gold. It's gold. It's gold. All right, so all three of you are brothers. Your mom passes away. She leaves the house to all three of you. We're just gonna use round numbers. $100,000 the house is worth. You get $33,000. You get $33,000. You get $33,000. You cash out all three. You got $32,000. You guys are soup, right? Yo, I just got $33,000. But if he's the smart one, the house is worth $100,000. Keep my $33,000 in the house. Refinance the house. You get your $33,000. You get your $33,000. You keep the house. Like people don't look at there's different angles to way you look at real estate. People don't look at the different avenues and ways and what you can do with it. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's like they want the money, they want the money, they want the money. It's not always about the money. I wanted the money with that house because it was a chunk of change. But then when I start doing an analysis, looking at the numbers, I could have made $150. But then I had the potential to make almost $10,000 a month. It's $120,000 a year. I got that $150 that I would have made would have came back in 18 months. Like a lot of people don't look at stuff like that.
Wait, so you saying every time you find a deal, you're taking it for yourself, or when you find a home run deal, you're taking it for yourself?
I'm taking everything. I'm not outsourcing anything that.
Especially if that's the
But
business.
I do wholesale. Sometimes I'll make $15,000.
Hold on.
But that's what I'm talking about.
But we got wholesalers we deal with, right? So the deals they give us is the deals they don't want. That don't really kind of make sense to them. Yeah. And then you'll see them posting, oh, we're keeping this one. Why are they keeping that one? Because there's a lot more potential for them and more money in their pockets. They're only going to give you, they're going to cherry pick and they're going to give you what they don't want. You know what I'm saying? You'll get a lot of that, but there's other people that keep everything.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't wholesale something to you.
Yeah, because he has. You have.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's something where there's like good money in there, I'm not gonna give it to the next person. You know what I'm saying?
So
I was in it for years.
APR wise, what we talking?
Depends on the lender.
You know what I'm gonna tell you right now?
What?
APR.
Don't ever think about that. Just get
Listen,
and make the money.
What it comes down to, you gotta look at it like this. When you're thinking about a private lender, a private lender is gonna make its money. Guess what? You're gonna make your money. If you keep worrying about what you're getting charged for or what you're paying for,
You'll never find
you're
a
never
deal.
gonna grow. Because how about if I was to tell you this, right? You own a startup company. This is your business. I'm gonna charge you 50%, but you're gonna make 250%. Would you do it?
Yeah.
So the interest rate doesn't matter, right? It's what you're gonna do with his money, or their money, or our money. Whatever you're gonna do with our money, as long as you're growing, and we're making it easier for you, and we're taking that risk with you, that APR stuff. That's when you buy your single family property, and that's when you go from there.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm saying more so just in terms of running my analysis. You know
Yeah. No. So you gotta
Like
Like 15% will probably be the highest.
Huh?
15%.
Yeah,
What about
50.
down payment percentage?
Oh, it all
Well, Larry's
depends.
about to lose.
It all depends, though.
Hey, I'm trying to close a
Sometimes
$100,000 deal with
You
you
might
screaming
put
outside
zero.
my
Depends if
window.
the deal makes sense. You might
I'm
not
out here
put a dollar.
I'm
I
trying to
didn't
close
put
a
a dollar.
$100,000 deal,
So it
and
depends
you're
on the
screaming
deal.
outside my window.
Or what we
Oh,
can
hold on,
do.
let me-
you know?
hold on.
That's why when it's like letting down.
Alright.
What he said? Make my money, even though you're not making as much as the rest of the
Fuck your $100,000 deal.
Boys apologize. He's like, come on, man, let's get out of here. Yo, dude, man.
And she'll get
You
that.
got
Man.
You gotta look at it.
This is the real estate. You listen. You caught me coming out the liquor store. You got me yelling at these kids out the window. If this stuff comes on Instagram, you're getting a haircut.
We gotta look into it too, though. If you're going into it with